Namaste, beautiful. Welcome to practice. Today we're going to be covering Sirsasana Pada Padmasana, so headstand with lotus legs. So I strongly recommend that before doing this you have a quite strong headstand as well as a quite comfortable Padmasana. Basically, if you have those two things, if you're able to press to headstand, and if you have Padmasana, then this is probably going to be accessible to you if you can unlock a couple of different things. Yeah. So I also recommend being able to get into Sirsasana B, so the pike headstand. So the reason for that is because if we can do that, then we have an understanding of the way that we want to be counterbalancing between our feet and our butt. So the way that we need to arch our back in order to do that in that position, and that will help us to then apply it to our Sirsasana Pada Padmasana. Yeah? So now please make sure that before going into this, just go into Padmasana and make sure that your Padmasana feels comfortable at this moment. As long as your Padmasana feels comfortable at this moment, then I feel comfortable teaching you this. Yeah? All right. So let's go ahead and first we're going to go up into our headstand. So let's just take our standard Sirsasana A, so interlacing the fingers, placing your hands down onto the mat, taking your head, placing your head between our hands, coming up, and then please pressing up into headstand. So let's find just our headstand first, making sure that we are keeping our shoulders away from the ears and we feel nice and comfortable here. And so now what we're going to do is as we take our, whichever foot you prefer, I always put my right foot first. So we're going to take our right foot and we're going to bring it down toward the left hip flexor. And now as we do that, see how my butt kind of comes back and I'm putting an arch in my back here to counterbalance. This is going to help us from falling as we get into the position. And now we're going to take our left and we're going to cross it over here, finding our right hip flexor. And now we can make it tighter here. And then once we have it tighter so that we feel nice and comfortable, then we can lift the knees up toward the ceiling. And so still you can see that there is a little bit of an arch in my back here, yeah? So without the arch, then it wouldn't really work, right? So that is pretty much all I can really think of that is important. I really think that the most important thing, as I said in the Sirsasana B class, is that we are finding the ways to counterbalance by finding how much of an arch we need to put in our back as we place that first foot and then as we place the second foot. And as long as we have a nice tight Padmasana, or tight, I guess it doesn't really need to be tight. As long as we have a comfortable Padmasana such that our knees can be quite down toward the floor when we're sitting, then finding Padmasana while we're upside down, in my opinion, can sometimes even be easier. And so if you're having a hard time getting your feet into that position, then maybe first try it from shoulder stand without using the hands, right? So shoulder stand, then we do kind of have our hands available. We can use our hands if we want to. But so let's go into our shoulder stand. And then from here, let's go ahead and try taking the right foot, placing it into the left hip, and then taking the left foot, placing it into the right hip. And so maybe practice here first before going into headstand, just because you have a little bit more stability here. And if you can do this, then it's literally the same thing when you're in headstand. It's just finding different balance. Yeah? All right. So that's that. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer them effectively. As always, thank you so much for being here with me, for allowing me to guide you, for trusting me. With so much love. Namaste.